Point sparring. For point sparring, we're doing a 7-point spread. That means if you are up by 7 or down by 7, the match is over. If there's a 7-point spread, it's considered a mercy rule. It means that you're winning by enough that you don't need to continue fighting that person, or you're losing by enough that it doesn't do any good to continue fighting that person. So it's a 7-point spread. Points are 1 point for any hand technique that's a clean technique that's delivered and rechambered. If somebody's just reaching at it and just holds it there, that's not a clean technique. So it's 1 point for any hand technique, 2 points for a foot. That's any kick. The stomach, the torso, the side are legal targets. So is the head, so is the face mask with the foot. The face mask for juniors with a hand is not a valid target, but anywhere that the headgear covers is a valid target with your hand. For adults and black belts, that would be black belt juniors as well, facial mask is okay with a hand technique as long as it's done with control. Foot technique, again, is worth 2 points. You'll see the 2 corner judges holding a flag that has red and white. The red will symbolize the red side, and the white will symbolize the white side. There's a red ribbon that goes on the back of one of the players. They'll line their ribbon up with this flag, or the judge will line the flag up with that ribbon, and then they'll point to them and they'll show either 1 or 2 points while they're pointing their flag in the direction of the player that scored the point. If somebody goes like this and they're pointing to one of the competitors and they're showing 1 point for a punch and they're pointing the wrong color, they can switch their flag as long as they're showing that they're pointing to that person. It makes sense to the audience. You cannot stand here and go like this and change your call, because then it looks like you're not an adequate judge and you're making a decision based on somebody else. If a judge brings both hands up in front of their face, this says no see. It's kind of like, I take myself out of the equation, don't count me at all. If I X my arms, this means I block, I don't agree with a point that I'm pretty sure you saw. So if somebody, let's say they threw a back fist and it got close, but it didn't score, and this judge thinks it didn't score, he's going to block that and say, no, I don't think that was a score. The other 2 judges might go, yes, 1 point, 1 point, the majority wins. 2 that said yes, 1 that said no, the majority wins. They get 1 point. If I'm doing the same thing, if I have 1 red and somebody has 2 white, well, the majority wins. 2 points white would win. Only other scenario that kind of changes or is not a majority, even though it sounds like a majority in numbers, is 2 white, 1 red, no see. That's going to be no points, because 2 points for white, 1 point for red. Even though the 2 is greater than 1, it was a kick, a hand, and this person said nothing, so there's not confirmation. There's not a majority of the judges that agree that 1 player had the better shot. The match is going to last 2 minutes or 7-point spread. Single elimination. If you win, you move forward. If you lose, you're done. Unless you're fighting off for 3rd place, we will fight our 3rd place off. 3rd place is off, so there'll be a 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd place.